what actually is a computer? I mean, really, it sounds like this huge, complicated question, but the answer? It's actually incredibly simple. Turns out there's one single, secret rule that defines everything from a giant supercomputer to the phone in your hand. And once you see it, I promise, you're going to see it everywhere. So let's dive in. All right, let's kick things off with a little puzzle. How on earth is your smartphone, this incredible device that can literally talk to satellites in space, related to a humble kitchen toaster? I know, they seem worlds apart. But trust me, by the end of this, you'll see the hidden connection, and it's going to click. And here it is. This is the key that unlocks the whole puzzle. It's the secret language that every single computer speaks, the one fundamental command that powers everything they do. If this happens, then do that. This simple if-then rule is the bedrock for everything we're about to explore. Now, to see this if-then rule out in the wild, let's look at something we all know, a vending machine. We're going to call this the vending machine test. It's the perfect way to see a tiny little electronic brain at work, making a very simple choice. Think about it. The process is super clear. You give it an input. You press the button for that chocolate bar. The machine's little brain then uses logic. If button A is pressed, well, then it produces an output. It drops item B. See that? That simple choice is a computer action. The machine isn't just mindlessly doing one thing. It's making a decision based on what you told it to do. Okay, so now that we have our test, let's go back to our toasters and apply it. This is where we're going to see the huge difference between a simple, dumb mechanism and a machine that actually has a little brain, a decision maker. And here is the first big reveal. That classic, old-school pop-up toaster, it completely fails our vending machine test. It is not a computer. Why? Well, when you push that lever down, it's just a simple clockwork mechanism. It's a timer. It runs for a set time and then pops up. It always does the exact same thing. There's no choice, no decision, no if-then logic anywhere.
But then you have this, a modern, smart toaster. You know the kind, with all the different buttons and settings. This little machine absolutely is a computer. And the key difference, the thing that gives it that little electronic brain, are those buttons. They give it the power to make a choice.
Let's just look at them side by side. The old toaster, the input is pushing the lever, and the action is always the same. No brain, no decision. But the smart toaster, pressing the bagel button is a specific input, and the machine follows our golden rule. If the bagel button is pressed, then toast one side more than the other. Boom! It made a decision. It passed the test, just like the vending machine. It's got that little brain. So we did it. We solved the great toaster mystery. And by doing that, we've actually uncovered the universal rule that defines what a computer really is. It all comes down to the simple power of if-then. So here's our official definition, based on everything we've just seen. A computer is, quite simply, a machine that can take an input, use if-then logic to make a decision, and then choose a specific output based on that decision. That's really it. That's the whole secret.
And what's wild is that this simple rule applies to everything. Your phone, a calculator, our smart toaster, a video game, even a massive supercomputer. They all run on this basic if-then logic. The only difference is the scale. A supercomputer is basically our vending machine, but instead of having a few if-then choices, it has billions of them that it can run through every single second. The complexity comes from the sheer number of rules, not from the rule itself being any different.
Okay, now it's your turn. You have the tool now, you know the test, so let's put it into practice right now just to make sure it really sticks. I want you to picture your TV remote. Got it? Okay, pick any button. Let's say volume up. Now, what's the if-then rule its tiny computer brain is following? It's simple, right? If I press the volume up button, then the remote sends a signal to the TV to make the sound louder. See? You just found the computer logic in a totally normal everyday object.
And there you have it. The secret's out. From the smart toaster to your smartphone, the thing that connects them is that a computer isn't just a simple mechanism. It is a machine that is fundamentally built to make decisions. It's really just a collection of thousands or millions of these simple if-then rules that, when you put them all together, can do some pretty incredible things.
So, now we know what a computer is. It's a decision machine. But how does that if-then logic actually work deep down in the electronics? How does a machine that only understands two things, on and off, or ones and zeros, actually make all of these complex decisions? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down next time. Thanks for watching.